We're back. So this is part 17. We're getting further into the ice world. Looks can be deceiving. These worlds are going to start stretching, and really, you know, I enjoy most of the stages in this game. If I sound like I'm being real pessimistic or something, couldn't be further from the truth. There's so much I like about these games. The sequences, like this block right here, I mean, you'd only find this in a Mario game, but like with anything, there is some adversity. That's pretty much the only thing that just keeps me in a bad mood. But other than that, it's fun. It's a fun game. Super Mario World is the better game, of course. If I had to recommend to you, if I haven't said this 20 times by now, if I had to recommend to you the Mario game, the definitive two-dimensional Mario game to get, it would be Super Mario World. That or Yoshi's Island, both of which Yoshi's Island nailed it. Nintendo was really in their prime as far as two-dimensional went back in 1995. I'd say they probably reached their stride about 1990 or so with this game, but it's just like anything. Once they're past their prime, but they're still good at it, is where the gems come out. But it really was the last two-dimensional Mario game, at least until New Super Mario Brothers. But that's also a 10-year gap. So the theme with this stage right here is you cannot leave it unless you know how to get out of here. So you're gonna want to get rid of these guys, and I do screw up in this. I know what I'm doing, but it's not as gratuitous as it seems. So luckily there's a never-ending power-up block that you can get, and that takes care of it. So the point being, what you want to do is you want to take that Koopa Troopa and fly with him. You're going to need to get your P power up, and you're going to fly with the Koopa shell. So you have to hold the run and the jump button while you fly. That's not as easy as it sounds, but it's something to be done. See, but these brick throwing guys keep getting me. But alright. There's numerous more stages like this. So Nintendo starts getting inventive, and they make it more obstructional than just going to the right side of the screen the whole time. So you're gonna notice that. And what you probably want to do is get rid of these guys, but be crafty. I think they give you just enough time to figure out what you're doing. But we're going to need that Koopa Troopa, plain and simple. So one more go at it, and we should be fine. But there are things in this game that are unmistakable. Like, you don't find stages like this in Super Mario World. That one was the crafted one, but this one, I'd say that one has better... Super Mario World has better ideas, but this game has better level design. So that, really, if you get what I'm saying when I say that, you'll notice pretty soon. Like, in Super Mario World, you'll find, like, the enemies in the bubbles, which is fun. And, when you get the Starman, you can get a bunch of lives, which was, fun at the time. And also, there's the Bob-ombs that you can kick around, and, just all the different things that you can do. Yoshi, there's just so many different things that go on in that game. So it's just an understanding of which, doing that. But so these are where the stages, I'm gonna let you know, they piss me off, but luckily that's in the past. So I now have 2 Hammer Brothers suits. So that is something. And now have 2 of them, but they don't last long. So this is a stage that is not going to be beaten. Luckily, you know, you can... when I went into this, it was going to be 100% completion, but really, the faintest of mistakes can spell doom, can spell certain doom if you are playing this. So really, there are stages in this game where you're going to need at least 3 hits to get through, because there are masters of Mario that can fly through this, but I am not one. And I consider myself a pretty good Mario player. But you're going to need some hits, and if you don't have them, the stage gets like 8 times harder. So, and this happens a lot more frequently in the later worlds. That's something to know, is you're definitely always going to want to be grown-up Mario, or Super Mario. But that's the reason why I don't complete this stage. I can beat this game, I can beat Bowser, but I cannot... There's just certain stages that, you know, are technique-based. So... But... this is one of said parts. Alright, so we're gonna fight the Hammer Brothers, and then that will wrap things up. But what will happen with these Hammer Brothers, I wonder. There you go. Alright, subscribe for more fun.